Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing good. This week we're going to talk about time, okay? A lot of you already know how to tell time in a clock, but we have to keep practicing at home, okay? So let's begin. What is time? Every second, every minute, and every hour we have time that passes. We can measure time with a clock. There are two different types of clocks. There's an analog clock and a digital clock. Do you guys remember the difference between them? Do you guys remember what an analog clock is and what a digital clock is? Okay, let's look more into that. We use two types of clocks to tell time in the classroom, at home, or anywhere we go, okay? So there's the analog clock, which looks like this. This is the type of clock we have in the classroom, hanging up in the wall. And then there's a digital clock, which looks like this. This is the type of clock we use whenever you guys have to go to the restroom and you sign out. Okay, so remember, this is how an analog clock looks, and this is how a digital clock looks. What are the parts of an analog clock? All right, the face is the front of the clock, where all the numbers are, okay? And the hour hand is the small hand. Okay, if you look at these two hands, there's one that's smaller and then there's one that's longer. Remember, the hour hand is the small hand and the minute hand is the long hand. Okay? What are the parts of a digital clock? Again, the face is the front where it tells you the time. Okay? The hour is the number in front of these two dots, which is called a colon. Okay, so the number is in front of the colon and the minutes are after the colon. Okay, so in this case it is 10:33. The hour would be 10 and the minutes would be 33 minutes. How to tell time on an analog clock. Okay, so I have a poster right here. I'm going to put this on the website so that you guys can look at it closer. Okay, so the hour hand. The first step you have to do is look at the hour hand, which is the small hand. Okay, look at what number did the small hand pass. Okay, the last number it passed. It passed the 1, it passed the 2, but it hasn't passed the 3. So it's not 3 yet. It is 2. Okay. So the hour is 2. Now let's look at the minute hand, which is the long hand. Okay, you have to start at the top where the 12 is and you start counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So the minute would be 25 minutes. The hour is 2 because it passed the 2. And the minutes is 25 because you counted by 5s. So the hour is 2:25. The time is 2:25. All right, telling time to the hour. First, like I said, first you find the hour hand. Okay, where is it pointing to? In this case, it's pointing to the 3. Next, find the minute hand, which is the long hand. What is it pointing to? It's pointing to the 12, but there's a trick. If the minute hand is pointing to the 12, you do not say it is 3:12. Okay? Whenever the minute hand is pointing to the 12, you say o'clock. So in this case, it is 3 o'clock. Or this is how you would write it. 3 and 2 zeros. Telling time to the quarter past. Okay, so in this case, let's look at the hour. First, look at the hour hand, which one, the smallest one. This one. What number did it pass? Okay, it passed the 4. It hasn't gotten to the 5, so it's not 5 yet. So it is 4. And then we look at the minute hand. We count by 5s. 5, 10, 15. It is 4:15. Okay, telling time to the half past. So when it is 30 minutes past an hour. Again, look at the hour hand. Which number did it pass? It passed the 1. We look at the minutes, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It is 1:30. Okay, let's look at this one. The hour hand, the smallest one, which number did it pass? This one might be tricky for some of you because it's almost to the 3, but it is not in the 3 yet. So it's still 2. So it is 2, and then we count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 2:45 is the time. Okay, and let's see this one. Look at the hour hand, the small hand. It passed the 6. So it is 6, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 6:25 is the time. Okay, now it gets a little bit more tricky when you're telling time to the minute, when the minute hand is between two numbers. Okay, so do you guys remember what we do when the minute hand is between two numbers? Okay, so we look at first at the hour hand. The hour hand is the small hand. What number did it pass? It passed the 5. It's not to the 6 yet, so it's still 5. All right, now for the minute hand, we still start counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I stop there because if I keep going, I'm going to pass the hand. So 40. Now, every little line between these two numbers is 1. So 40, and I start counting by ones. 41, 42, 43. It is 6:43. Okay, so whenever the hand is in these small lines between two numbers, you count by ones. You do not count by 5s. You count by ones. Okay, so now there's a video. Again, I'm not going to play it right now. I'm going to post it on the website so that you guys can watch it on the website, okay? All right, so now let's practice on the whiteboard or using a real clock. All right, so I drew a beautiful clock right here, okay? I have a time already set up, and let's see what time this clock shows. Okay, so remember, the first step is to look at the hour hand. The hour hand, is it the big hand or the long hand, or is it the small hand? Do you guys remember? Yep, the hour hand is the small hand. So this one is the small hand. Now we look at what number did it pass. What number did it just pass? Okay. Did it pass the 9? Yes. Did it pass the 10? Nope, not yet. So the hour is 9. Okay, I'm going to put it up here. The hour is 9. All right. Now let's look at the minute hand, which is the long hand. Remember, you start counting by 5s. Okay, starting at the 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. The minute would be 35. So the hour right here shows the time is 9:35. Okay? Whenever you guys do your homework, you can write the minutes on the side. This can help you. You guys also have, hopefully you guys still have it, the clock that we made in class. You guys remember the clock we made? It was red and blue. If you guys have that, use that this week for your assignments. Okay, now let's try another one. Let's try this one. Let's try that one. Okay, this one's a little more tricky because it's between two numbers. All right, but again, let's start with the first step. Look at the hour hand, the small hand. What number did it pass? Okay, let's see. It passed the 2. It hasn't passed the 3. So it is still 2. Okay, so the hour is still 2. Now let's look at the minutes. Okay, We can start counting by fives like we did last time. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, but you got to stop there because if you go to 30, you already pass the minute hand. So 25, how do we count these little ones? Remember, by ones. So 25, what's next? 26, 26, and then 27. Okay, so the hour is 2:27. 2:27. All right? Okay, so that's me drawing a clock. Here, I have a real one. You guys probably have one of these at home. Okay? So, if you can see, on my clock, I decided to write the minutes with a piece of paper. You can do that with your clock at home. This can help you. Okay, I didn't finish it, but you guys get the point. Okay, so now let's see. I'm going to write a time right now, or put a time. Okay, there's a glare, so there we go. All right, so the small hand is this one. Okay, what number did it pass? What number did it just pass? It passed the 5. So it is 5. Now let's look at the minutes. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It is 5:25. All right, and this easily helps me right here. It told me right there that the minute was 25. Okay, so now let's do a different one. Let's do this one. All right, the hour hand. What number did it pass? It passed the 7. It hasn't gotten to the 8, so it's still 7. Now let's look at the minutes. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30. I can't say 35 because that's passing the minute hand. So from 30, I count by ones. 31, 32, 33. Okay? So the hour is 7:33. All right, you guys can practice like this with your parents. Tell your mom or your dad to put a different time on the clock, and you guys can practice like that. If you guys have any questions, please send me a message. Just remember to keep practicing every day at home so that you guys are ready for 3rd grade and you guys don't forget how to do everything you already knew how to do in 2nd grade, okay? All right, miss you guys. Hakam.